Good morning, dear students. I, Ishita Sharma, your science teacher, welcomes you all in this science class. Students, today we will learn some new concepts, some new groups of animal of vertebrate category. But before we start our class, please give your attendance to me by mentioning your name and section in the comment box. And beta, I am again saying, if you are a new viewer, then please subscribe the channel to get the further updates. Beta, as you know that vertebrate group of animal is again divided into 5 groups, right? Can you name them? Vertebrates, the very first one is fish, bird, mammals, amphibians and reptile. Students, we have already done about fish, then we done birds. Today we will learn about amphibians and reptiles. Okay students, so firstly we will talk about reptiles. The very first feature of reptile is that most of the reptiles live on land. Okay, and as they are living on land, then which organ they are having for breathing? Yes, they are having lungs to breathe. Okay, they are having lungs to breathe. Now third one is, students, reptiles are having very small legs. Okay, their forelegs, means their arms and their back legs are very small in nature, so that they can crawl on ground. So the third feature is that reptiles crawls on the ground. Okay, reptile crawls on the ground. And beta, fourth one is about their skin. The skin of reptiles are covered with scales. Okay, the skin is covered with hard scales which actually protect reptiles. Okay, because they have to cover sometime very dry area, rough area. So these scales protect them. Like we are having eyelashes to protect our eye, so eyelashes are like covering for our eye. Same in this way, scales are that covering which protect reptiles. Okay, and secondly, scales help them to easily move on the ground, and third, scale prevent the loss of water from the body. Beta, scales are of different shapes as well. For example, like snakes have different types of scale shapes. Some have this kind of, some have this kind of. Okay, and these shape of the scales help people to recognize which species of snake is this. Like we have different species now, like king cobra, black mamba, okay, anaconda and rattlesnake. So all these can be recognized with the help of the shape of the scales. So scales are very beneficial for the reptiles.
See students, these are the scales on the snake body.
Okay, so students, before we come to our next category of animal, let's quickly do a very basic activity. Okay, so here as you can see on the board, there are the name of few animals. You have to tell me which animal lives in water or on land or somewhere else. Okay, so this activity we'll do very quickly. Let's start. Dog. Where dog lives? On land. And as dog lives on land, then by which organ dog breathe? Exactly. Camel live on land and breathe through lungs. Good. Now next one, octopus. Where octopus live? Well, octopus live in water. And again, if he is living in water, then he must be having gills to breathe. Now come to the next one, frog. Where frog lives? Tell me quickly. Are you saying land? Or some of you are saying water as well? Well, students, frog can live on land and as well as in water. Yes, frog can survive on land and in water as well. And students, this group of animals are known as amphibians. What they are known as? Amphibians. The animals that can survive on land as well as in water are known as amphibians. So student, amphibians are those animals that can live in water as well as on land. And this term amphibia means both. Means both, or you can say dual, two life. Means they are having two means of living, that is they can live in water as well as on land. Now are you wondering, if they can survive in water and on land, then which organ they are having for breathing? Well students, they are having three organs for breathing. First one is gills. They can breathe through gills when they live in the water. The second one is lungs when they live on land, and third one is skin. Beta, they can breathe through skin as well. Okay, an amphibian animal uses different organ at different stages of life.
So students, now we will understand amphibians with the help of one example, that is frog. Students, frog lay egg inside the water. Okay, that means most of the amphibians lay egg, and they lay egg inside the water. As they are laying egg inside the water, that means the baby which comes out of the egg will remain in the water, right? And if they are in the water, then they will breathe through gills. That means baby frog breathe through gills. Okay, but after some time, when lungs start forming, then frog can come on land and can breathe air, right, with the help of lungs. So after some time, when that baby frog become adult, then the frog come on the land and breathe through lungs. Okay, then after some time, when again a frog needs to go inside the water to lay the egg, right, then they breathe through skin. So in that way, beta, frog or amphibians are having three organs of breathing, that is gills, lungs and skin. Students, amphibians have four limbs, means they are having four legs. Okay, but their hind limbs, means back limbs, are broad in size so that they can jump easily, while their four limbs are small in size. Okay.
Now students, I hope you understood reptiles and amphibians both. Now let's understand the basic difference between the both.
Okay, so the very first difference is reptiles live on land, while amphibians can live on land as well as in water, right? Now the next difference is, as reptiles are living on land, so they lay their egg on land, while amphibians lay egg inside the water. Next difference is, reptiles breathe through lungs, while amphibians can breathe through lungs, gills and skin. They are having three organs. Last one is, reptiles are having scales on their skin. They are having scales on their skin so that they can easily crawl on ground, while amphibians are having shiny and smooth skin with no scales. Okay. So this is the basic difference between the both.
Okay, so students, I hope you understood it. So this much for today. Your homework is, you have to revise the difference between the both, and you have to read about mammals, which we will learn in next video. Till then, stay in your homes and keep learning. Bye.